Hey everyone, this is Best Daniel's dad giving you my first impressions on Return to Moria, the brand new game that's supposed to be Minecraft in Middle Earth. Let me tell you, this is less Minecraft in Middle Earth and more Valheim in Middle Earth. The game starts off fairly straightforward. It walks you through things to do instead of dropping you in the middle of the world with no idea what to do, like in Minecraft. In Return to Moria, the gameplay in the beginning is very easy. There's little quests to guide you along. Unless you're my son. Dad, help! I just started, I only have an axe! There are four goblins chasing me, I'm low on health! What do I do? What do I do? What do you want me to do? You're in a single player world! That's the way it is. Which brings me to one of the first things about the game is there are no choices in difficulties, including no creative mode. So that may turn off players, especially younger players, who would prefer to build rather than playing a survival game. The game has a variety of quests to get you acquainted with getting stuff, building, crafting, and other parts of the game, so you'll quickly get a grasp on how to play and get to doing some of the fun stuff of playing right away. Not only that, each world you join, you start in the exact same location. So you have to rerun the same beginning of the map over and over and over again. Therefore, I hope you really like the beginning of the game because you're probably going to be doing a lot. Hopefully, later in the game, there's some actual variety to the maps. Otherwise, this could make Return to Moria a bit stale after a while and boring. One thing I'm surprised with Return to Moria is the creativity in the environments. I kind of was wondering, okay, they're in a dwarven mountain with caves, but they actually managed not to just have some caves and dwarven buildings, but they figured out how to work in different environments. Therefore, you're kind of going through, whoa, this is very verdant forest that you're walking through inside of a mountain. It's kind of amazing. And the lighting in some of those environments when during the day and during night can go from very like, oh, this is a nice, beautiful environment to, oh my gosh, this is super scary. Like I mentioned earlier, if you like Valheim, you'll likely love this game because it's like Valheim in Middle Earth. There are attacks on bases called sieges, just like Valheim. There's cooking a wide variety of different types of food and collecting ingredients all throughout the map. A bird literally guides you through the game, just like Valheim. Plus, you keep whatever items are on you when you join another world. Although, one negative is when you join a new world, you don't keep all the item recipes you may have unlocked in your original world you're in. So the recipes are kind of based on the world itself. They're tied to the world, not the character. Now, another aspect of any game is combat. Any survival game, you gotta deal with monsters. And there are plenty of monsters and quite a variety in Return to Moria. You'll find typical monsters that you expect in Moria, like goblins and orcs, but there are some unexpected like ones, like who'd expect wolves and bears deep inside a mountain? What is there a wolf doing here? Plus, the combat mechanics, though, do feel a bit clumsy because you sometimes it feels like you have to point at just the right angle to hit the monster. You're just off that angle, oh, miss. In addition, I hope you like repairing your gear a lot because in the beginning, your armor breaks super easily, requiring frequent repairing trips. Oh, I had one fight, going back to base because I gotta go repair. The fighting is similar to Valheim, using a shield to block with knockback or bashing the monster, then attack them with your weapon as fast as you can. But it's not as smooth as Valheim. It feels very just clumsy or awkward. And it's not as easy as it could be to switch from shield to striking with your weapon. But you will get used to it. One thing though are the monsters are semi smart. You see, when you're fighting the monsters, they will actually try to spread out and circle and surround you during a fight, which can make it challenging to keep them all in front of you. And that is one aspect that makes, kind of the typical fighting of just hiding behind your shield and then, bashing them and hitting them more challenging in Return to Moria. That said, prepare to do a lot of running if the monsters get the upper hand, because the monsters do not seem to give up chasing you. I've had goblins and wolves, they've almost got me down. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta run for it. And I'm like running and sprinting, and they chase me across several sections of my. I'm running as fast as I go. Oh my god, I gotta run, 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 run. And they chase me across multiple sections of the map all the way back to my base. And I get into my base, and they're outside bashing on the door trying to get in. That said, there are other times the AI is not too smart, because when you shoot them with a bow, there are occasions that they'll start running towards you and then just stop. And then you'll shoot them again with the bow and you keep pelting with arrows over and over and over again until they die. And they're just standing there the whole time until they die. And I've had this happen on goblins, bears, and other monsters. Obviously, with any new game, you have to talk about bugs, because Return to Moria is no different. You'll notice graphical glitches, such as it look like your character's gear gets redrawn periodically, layer by layer. Torches giving off light, but they're not lit, and a variety of other glitches, which are a bit surprising for a game that's supposedly not early release. Some requests seem to give credit on things that were already completed, but other times it doesn't give credit at all. And I had to redo it again. Sometimes you can have monsters bashing on your door right outside, trying to get in, and you can't go to sleep. But other times they let you go to sleep, and the monsters just disappear when you've woken up. Another aspect of Return to Moria that was emphasized is multiplayer. Multiplayer in Return to Moria is fun, and it works really simply. You just enter your friend's server code, and then bam, it just works without any weird port issues or other networking issues. Multiplayer makes the game easier to run into a group of monsters with multiple dwarves bashing every which direction. Bashing, just charge in. It's a lot of fun just charging in as a group of dwarves. Plus, once everyone joins, and because they all know the map, they know how to catch up to the others. Oh, where are you? Oh, okay, I know how to get there. It's a very linear map. You can just run through and catch up fairly quickly and easily. That said, monsters are stronger with more players on the server with a visible star system, similar to Valheim. Therefore, more players, the stronger the monsters are. Although I would recommend being careful who you invite, because they can steal all your stuff from your base. That said, if you play your games on different computers, there doesn't seem to be cloud syncing with Epic Games. So keep that in mind. You might have to manually sync files between computers. There is some unique gameplay compared to Valheim. You must unlock recipes in different ways, either through opening chests or repairing statues or repairing other things in the game to unlock some of those recipes. These will give you new weapons, armor, new backpack, and other gear. So I highly recommend don't skip those, or you'll be significantly hindered in the game, which could be tedious for some people and make the game even harder. I have one request for you. Pause the video and write down some of your impressions of Return to Moria in the comments down below, especially if you've played the game, or if you haven't played the game, what are you worried about? What's stopping you from playing the game? In summary, and in reality, this should have been as an early release game because there's not much depth to the game. This is really an early release of Valheim and Middle-earth that is in some ways just skin deep. Overall, Return to Moria is a promising game that I like playing it, both myself and the kids, and I'll keep playing it until I beat it. But I sure hope future changes occur for the game to add some more replayability to the game, especially to me want to create new worlds instead of just keep playing the same world until the end for each content release. That said, keep tuned for more videos and tips on how to play Return to Moria. Thanks for watching.